Okay.
Okay. So, can you see the game?
Yep, I can see. Yep, I can see the game. Yep.
But maybe before that, so we are here for the which one was it? Which game was which?
207.
207.
7 Billy Weekly, and we are here with a winner. So the nickname is gokigennaname, and but he said to call him Z. And maybe we can ask him a few questions. How long have you been playing?
Okay. So like I actually played like 2 years ago in a different account, and I lost the previous account. I played for like a month. Also during the summer period, I joined like 3 tournaments, and I stopped playing for like 2 years, and I started playing again like in around July, and then I started joining tournaments again. So yeah, it's like total of like 3 months ish, I guess.
Well, you're doing pretty well. And, hey, do you have a favorite card? This is a question I always ask.
Yeah. I guess I've managed to use a bunch of different cards in the tournament. Let's see. Well, I guess I use like Sailing quite a bit. As a disruption tool.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sailing as a disruption tool,
Sailing,
for example. Yeah. I mean, I guess like I use like a bunch of different cards. So, but yeah, maybe Sailing. It's like simple, but like also like sometimes can be devastating. I mean, there are also like many other cards like road building, like cards that like mess with the opponent's progress by sharing.
I see a pattern.
Or like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we can go through the moves, unless there is something else you would like to discuss before we go through the game.
Sorry, we're asking.
No, I just if there was anything else you wanted to say before we started the replay.
I think we can start. It's like yeah. Okay. We can start the replay.
So you started the domestication.
So what was your other card? Like
my other card was Ors.
Which
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like writing. In this position, it would be better to open with Ors, but I don't know. I kept it as a surprise attack.
Yeah. I mean, I had a pretty good like starting like series of them, so
yeah. Here I think I got. So I was worried you had clothing, which is
right. Yeah. That's the
worst nightmare. So
you mount agriculture. Yeah, so you mount agriculture.
And so when you played, you got archery.
Okay, I just mount. I just like do characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
so here now I don't. Yes, I'm not sure. Could you do me a favor? Can we maybe have it on your screen also with my can you go through the game from my point of view so that we have both?
I see.
Well, could you mute your sound effects for the game, because it's just kind of yeah.
I think my laptop is a bit laggy. If someone else could like do it, it would be better.
Sorry,
my laptop is laggy when I like open Zoom and also like the Chrome tab. Can like if someone else could like share, it would be easier.
I could do it in a moment, but I'm eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, here I don't remember. So at this point, I think I had Ors, Metalworking, and Mysticism.
Yes, yeah, that sounds correct. I think at the beginning I knew all your cards because like I was able to count it. I think that's correct.
So block, is it okay if I go forward? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I think the first few moves are pretty
Okay, so you play the wheel, get Code of Laws, and
yeah.
tools
And so clothing was the last one, which was kind
yeah,
of
clothing was the last. Yeah, that was a bit sad, but yeah.
So here I decided to get a 2.
Yes.
Very smart. Because at that point I said, okay, if he has clothing, I'm doomed. And here I got construction, I think. And calendar.
No. And I yeah.
Okay, so here you
and
go.
I finally got clothing. It was pretty like, yeah.
Okay, here I think I played so mysticism, and then I had the other two were metalworking and ores, so it went down with
Mars, yeah. Yep.
So I was assuming
So,
you
yeah, so,
city states.
Yes, I think I did city states.
And here is where I got construction. I think.
No, no, the two was I mean yeah, like but the current two was something with a crown, I think. Like I got 2 points from this horse. So like
yeah, so I
but you probably get contract
at this point.
Yeah, then you get contract.
Yes. And yeah. So I didn't want to give you construction, so I said, okay, get metalworking first. Then I use metalworking.
I mean most of the classes were
yeah.
So clothing was safe here.
Yes.
We figured most of the 2s that were left had castles, so clothing was wise to get rid of them. Otherwise, metalworking would have a lot to score. But I guess they were all in Z's hand.
Yeah, it's in my head. So like I was not ever. But yeah.
So here.
Also just wanted to get like the first issue.
So here you got the first stage, and then.
So pause it here.
Yeah, maybe that was time.
thwol returned, which made sense. And then Z, I thought you would return 2 1s and score the 3, but instead you returned 3 1s, which was one too many.
Right. Did I have a reason? Maybe. I'm trying if I forgot this. Wait.
There were 2 times when you did pottery and you could have done this trick where you returned 2 1s. And
like I think there are some times where I returned like more like deliberately. Well, I'm not sure if I just missed it this time. Sorry. Or was maybe I was trying to get Code of Laws as the one card. Like wait.
No, that happened later.
I was trying to make sure I was trying to get metalworking to hit Code of Laws. Maybe that was what I was thinking. I'm not sure.
The first to block metalworking, was that the idea?
I think that was what I was thinking. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah.
So you read.
Yeah, because then like if I return, then the Code of Laws would be the last one for me.
So.
And yeah, the Code of Laws is the last one, and then I gave him this which is. Oh, but wait. Oh, I forgot to share. Maybe I forgot to share once.
Yeah, because the share would have given you a 3.
Yeah. Maybe that was. Yeah. I see. Yeah, probably forgot.
So here is agriculture. Yeah, so here I was ahead in leaves, and you had given me masonry, so I put masonry down, and then I used metalworking.
Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah.
And here, yeah. So
Yeah, I think I realized I just gave out on the 2, so straw cards.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought Z would get H2, but you managed to get.
I think I messed up somewhere. Yeah, I messed up in the 40 weeks.
But you had to play the one, so it wasn't like once I had currency down, I thought I was going to get it. Could you see a way for him to get it, Block?
I think if he had returned the 2 1s last turn, he would have a 3 in hand.
Yeah.
But I still think that wasn't
I
enough.
will still need 2. I will still need.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll have
He
enough.
still needs to achieve
Meld
and then meld.
and score.
Yeah, it's too much.
So yeah, I think it's too much.
So here you passed. So
Yeah, I just wanted to retreat.
This 4 was navigation, the one that is called. So here you returned alchemy.
So I'm just trying to get the tree.
Yeah, I was expecting at some point to see medicine, but
right. But I wanted to keep from it.
I was surprised by feudalism. It's my least favorite card.
Yeah, I agree. That's also like my least favorite. Well, I do not want to not refer it.
But I understood that you wanted another leaf for fermenting.
That's also like crafted. Yeah.
And also the 3, I guess.
Yeah, the tree was the main.
Because otherwise, Code of Laws would be better, I guess.
Yeah, otherwise, I would.
But yeah, feudalism is
Yeah, yeah. But at least I got.
I thought instead of melding feudalism, you could have done pottery.
Yeah, that's also something
3.
else.
Yeah.
I think I didn't want to do that for some reason. Maybe I was afraid of.
Yeah, I mean, if you did that, you might drop alchemy or something, and then you had to choose between covering up fermenting or covering up pottery, and that might not be. So feudalism.
I already returned alchemy, so like alchemy.
Yeah. Feudalism covers up a card that wasn't that useful, so you know that.
Yeah, it wasn't that. So yeah.
Yes, it is states. But I don't know, like I mean, the crowns were useful at that point, but yeah, I mean, something has to be covered, so I guess that's the best. And the other card was.
Yeah, you held on to that 3 for a long time.
It was engineering.
It was. Oh yeah, I think it was engineering. I knew it was engineering or paper or something. Yeah, engineering was.
Yeah, that 3 was under discussion for a while.
Yeah, no, it was just at some point I was thinking if I wanted to cover gunpowder to get rid of fermenting and feudalism, but like in the end, never. Yeah, so here you got 3. So here I got lucky because I used optics.
Yeah, you got gunpowder. I was like, please don't get gunpowder, and then you got gunpowder.
And we thought you should use currency and get rid of the 2 and the 3 first, and then you'd be tied at 15. And so even if optics failed, you wouldn't lose anything in your score. So I was surprised you used optics right away.
Yeah.
It turned out really good, but you know.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, yeah. Like you're saying, if currency had been covered with
Well,
invention.
yeah, so use currency first and then optics.
Yes. Yes.
And because optics could have covered currency.
Yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, maybe that would have been a better move. I don't know. I just felt that like I was not going to like I was not going to get to 4 before him, so I thought like I have to go be faster, and that was my idea. Like I was hoping in like either maybe reformation, so that I would get a leaf majority, and then like pottery would have to be shared, and what else? Like enterprise was also good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a right block, that was a right move, but I just
But gunpowder was lucky, so
Yeah, that's the yeah.
I don't know. Like the other way just seemed like. Also, one thing is like if with by drawing a 4 and returning all of them in one move, I thought I had better chances. That was the only. But you're right. The safer way would have been the other one.
so the reds were all dead at that point because optics was already in thwol's pile. So fermenting was the right move here to try to get either colonialism or
Colonialism,
maybe
yeah.
something to cover yellow or purple.
Yeah. I mean, I was aiming for colonial.
You could have also used road building. No?
Yes, but I did not like giving. I mean, I don't like other.
I know those still currency.
I mean, I was still currency, yeah, that's true. But
I mean, currency plus fermenting. I think it's like. But yeah, I mean, you can also draw everything and just. I mean, not surprisingly, you got colonialism.
yeah.
No, like I knew you were going to get more or less going to get it because like it was not in my score pile. My score pile.
Yeah, it was not your scar pile, yeah.
I had reformation and I don't remember what the other. Maybe experimentation. I'm not sure.
We thought Z might have reformation because at one point all he needed to do was meld reformation and he would have 12 leaves and then he could just one action achieve monument.
That'll be fun. Yeah,
but you did not have reformation ever, so
yeah.
But thank God, because just it was already difficult enough like this. Then yeah, so you. Yeah, so here the 5 was chemistry. So and my concern was if I gave away the 5, my only way to play something quickly would be mysticism.
Mysticism, yeah.
And then I thought he can do some tricks like putting the card.
Yeah.
And like so I didn't want that, and I was happy to with chemistry, so I kept it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, here I probably should have gone first. I I wasn't. Yeah, maybe I should. Already.
Yeah, so this was the second time. I thought you
Yeah, yeah.
should return two
Right. Oh,
ones.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I can return one. Yeah.
If you did return 2 1s, you would have achieved the 4. Because you would have scored a
Okay.
5. And so you would be at 20 and you would have achieved the 4.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
So instead, you only scored 4.
Yeah.
instead.
I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that.
That was the second time, and at that point, it was like
yeah.
you're a really strong
Yeah.
player. Do you not know this rule about the 2 1s with pottery? But then you did it later on in the game. I'm like,
Yeah, I
okay,
did
so
later.
how
Yeah.
about it?
I just forgot about. Also that. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, this is one of the guest statistics which I got.
Did you see that thwol that he could have achieved the
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oops. Yeah. Right.
So you must have been happy for a free achievement then.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes, I was actually trying to get 5, I think. Or maybe I didn't even see it. But when I was playing, I saw it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So block. Your point is that I should have used currency immediately with the 2 cards and just get 4. Is that correct?
No, no, actually,
Oh,
I was suggesting exactly what you did, which was calendar to draw the 4 and the 5, and then currency to return the 2, 3, 4, and maybe the 5. And I didn't realize that he could do the trick with the 2 1 until it was his turn, and then I was like, oh, wait a second, he could just achieve H4 first.
Whoops. I also didn't realize.
And it didn't happen, so you got lucky there.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
But I would have made the same mistake. So maybe if you really did want to achieve the 4 first and secure it, you should have done currency right away.
Yes.
Achieve the 4. But it's just so tempting, right? Calendar is perfectly placed. You get a 4 and a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was nice throughout the game. Calendar, you could keep using it, and Z couldn't get the share because he had too many cards.
Because I
enough, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So I got 4.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because at this point, H5 was safe.
Yeah, until this count.
Yeah.
Statistic.
I actually thought maybe the 5 you saved was statistics because you didn't want it going back into the pile.
Yeah, but that would have made sense.
But then chemistry is the nice counter.
Yes.
Statistics.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah, so here I put back.
Yeah, you're thinking.
I put back masonry. So the options were masonry and ores, and I sort of screwed up later because like I was thinking, okay, what do I want between? I want him to get masonry, and in case I want, if I do it, I want to be the one to get ores.
Yes.
But I ended up not counting, like I ended up using gunpowder, and then you weren't ahead in castles. Like, you weren't tied in castles anymore, and then I did mysticism, which was wrong. Like I was. So there I made a mistake. So here I returned masonry because the idea was, okay, this way I can block statistics at some point.
Right. Yeah.
Then I went to get a glass of water. I forgot. I knew that you had used pottery, but I didn't take into consideration the fact that masonry was not there anymore. And yeah.
Right.
And this was my favorite, one of my favorite moves of the game, because I really thought that thwol would just get currency
Currency. Yeah.
with the 4 and the 5, get 9 points and achieve the 5.
Yeah. 5. Yeah.
And
But
this pottery return clogs everything up, and currency becomes very useless. So I really like this move a lot.
Yes.
And you got all the points that you needed to get H5.
yeah. Yeah.
This was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. Maybe should I use mysticism here? Because what I did made no sense.
Well.
I mean, mysticism, you don't know what that
What-
3 is, right? It
Yeah,
could be
yeah. No, that
okay
was the
for-
reason why I didn't do it, in the sense that like this could be like a like green 3, like I don't know, compass, and then I don't have currency.
Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, so you did gunpowder here, which is okay. I mean, it gets you a score pile and eliminates one of his colors.
Yeah, but that's what now mysticism. I wanted to do mysticism, so he would get the 1, he would get the 3, and I would get to 6.
And you miscounted.
Yeah. I would say like I was.
yeah. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I was completely.
Yeah, once you committed to gunpowder, mysticism stopped working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe here I should have just drawn. I'm not sure. Because here I didn't expect to get 6 or 5. I mean 5 he would get immediately.
5. Yeah. 5 would get. Yeah.
But I also expected you to get 6, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like in particular after I did this, which made absolutely no sense. And so the 3 you gave me was medicine. Yes.
Medicine. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I could have used mysticism, but it was a bit. Yeah. Okay, so here you achieve 5. Yeah. So why enterprise? Like
to- yeah,
to share like I thought you would get this
but like
I thought you would get the 6 and I was
the long-term plan was printing press after enterprise.
yeah the long term like I mean here I was trying to like get score by sharing currency.
but sharing currency wouldn't get you monument, because you only had one.
Yeah, I would I was not trying to get one. Here I just want points. So like when I get to like get to and I would get to like I want a purple 6 and then get to 8. And then I want to get points now and then try to get a
I
purple
mean,
6.
we thought maybe you would do pottery and return a 5, like measurement, score that, and then you draw a 6, and then next
6,
turn
yeah.
you melt the 6 and achieve H6.
Yeah, that was what I expected. That was what my expectation.
Oh, maybe I thought he had okay, I thought he had 6 or something. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I was I'm not seeing stuff.
It's hard in a live game. It's hard to think
Yeah.
about everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would get a 6. Or wait, is it because no, yeah.
And I was surprised about canning too. I was like, because you don't want to use it to score currency in Code of Laws, because
I think it was
code
just another
becomes
6.
very
maybe?
powerful. And
Yeah.
I didn't really know why you did canning.
Well, just because if I wanted 6, if I wanted to take 6, that was the only way I thought. Like I held it.
Yeah, I think that was
like
to get.
Otherwise, I would have to like what would you do? Like use currency and hope that he hope that he shares and give me a 6. I thought that was
Well,
the
so yeah, my consideration was you share currency, and if he accepts,
yes.
then you get a 6 and you can do currency again and you get monument. If he declines, you score 3, 4, 5. That's 12 points. You're at 34, and then you draw a 6 as your second action.
Yeah. But like
Or
he
even
could
just
return more
or-
5s and give me a 5, right?
I guess yeah, or you just did score a 4 and a 5 and then draw a 6, and then you can use currency the next turn to get monument. You know, there was a point in another turn or two that I was a little unhappy when you returned the 3 to currency, because then you lost your ability to get monument quickly.
Monuments.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to get as many points as possible, basically, I think. But so here, instead of melding cunning, you would have I should have, you think, you should have done currency.
Yeah.
Then see if he shares.
If he shares, you get monument and a lot of points. If he doesn't share, you score.
I mean, if I share,
Not necessarily, right? Like he.
I could get one.
Yeah, he could also.
If I share it twice, yeah, I can score 6 times.
Yeah.
You can't.
I have 1-1-4-4. I have 1-1-4-4-5. I have 1-1. Oh wait, sorry, I have 4-5. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
No, but
I thought the manual was 4.
Yeah, the
Okay,
problem was
okay.
you only had 1-4.
Yeah. That was problem.
This is why we were surprised you melded Enterprise.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, someone thought Steam Engine was 4. Okay.
So yeah, here currency. If he accepted, then you get monument and you get a lot of points. If he declines, you just score a few points, and then you draw a 6, and you'll get to age 6 first.
But
yeah, maybe your point is that
the first thing was drawing a 6. First move, no?
Yeah, no. So instead of drawing a 6 and then melding canning, I would have done currency here.
Currency.
And either get monument if he accepts,
but like he could return two 5s, right?
Yeah.
Then I get the 5.
Sure. So okay, if he returned 2 5s,
so like he could return like a 4, like I don't know, a 1, a 4, a 5, a 5, a 5. Then the 4, the 5, the 5 gets scored, and I'm stuck with the last 5, and then I don't have the 6. I mean, okay.
That's true. Okay.
Then I have to draw.
Point taken.
No, I actually not. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was worth. Like maybe I mean, it would have still worked because then I could draw the 6 on the second action. Yeah, so maybe that. Yeah, maybe currency first was a better move. Because this way probably he ended up with more points because he had 1 more 6. Yeah, I think you're right, Block. Yeah, I think I should have. I agree. Okay, so here he gets a 6. More 6s. More points. And you also got emancipation, which was like.
Yeah, that was what I wanted.
So
this.
Yeah, maybe.
So here I didn't think you should return the 3. You should have just returned the 4 and a 5, and
Alright.
then you'd have a 3, the 4, 5, 6, and then you
5,
would need to
6.
draw one more 6, and you'd be able to
And
get
then monument. Yeah,
monument.
monument.
So you really need to keep that 3,
Mm.
and you didn't need the 3 to get H6.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But wait, 3, 4.
Because you two were both very close to monument for a lot of the game, and
Yeah.
this kind of broke that tie, I felt.
But like, right, if now I had, like, you mean if later I get one more card, then I can get monument?
Exactly.
Hmm.
So you would only have 31 points, not 34, but you'd have a clear path for monument.
But like, with less points, couldn't he? No, maybe.
No, like I'm getting
Then
this.
I
I
will-
guess at this point.
So you returned to 3, 4, 5 and scored 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking with double statistics, if he could mess me up or not. So I would be at 23.
So you would have returned a 4 and a 5,
Yeah, that's enough.
achieved the 6,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so when I saw this move, I thought I was dead, to be honest.
yeah, that was scary. We were thinking maybe he would get industrialization or
Yeah, that
atomic theory. But yeah, that combo is pretty deadly.
Yeah, here I was just trying to make mysticism to work again, because
Right.
I thought it was one way to go through the deck quickly. I mean, it was more or less a desperate move, like. But also, it was getting us play, like, not that. And this was here is where I got
Industrialization.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we like this because you accepted the share, and that meant that the 6 got out of the way, and we thought you might, thwol, you might try to do canning
Yes.
and hope that the 7 was either railroad or electricity.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
7
yeah,
worked.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
like, the reason I didn't do it is that it would cost me Empire,
okay.
because I had at that point I would
Yeah,
have,
no,
I would have only these 3 castles.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
Yeah. We were wondering what the 2 was that you returned.
Yeah, so it was road building, so I was hoping
go with yeah. I was also scared of this. I mean, I was like aware that it could be good.
I was hoping, okay, come on, blue.
Yeah, green. If it was green, I would have, yeah,
We
okay.
thought maybe it was mathematics, currency maybe, but that wouldn't really work because you didn't have any greens down. Yeah.
No, so here I thought about using mysticism to get road building down, but then I would have like mailed 2 cards anyway, so like I wasn't sure if it was worth it. Like, okay, I would have had one more 2 in hand, maybe it would have been better, I'm not sure. But... So I just went for
Industrialization.
like playing.
Or,
I could have used mysticism first, get road building, and then play the same 2 cards and draw. Not, but like I'm not sure if it would have changed.
This was a nice tactic because it gets you monument, it gets you, it looked like it was going to get you wonder.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
most likely empire. So it was a nice little back route. And then, yeah, here was the critical moment. You had to achieve the 7 but I think it's a mistake to achieve the 8. Instead, it's
Yes, yeah,
smart
yeah.
I was suggesting using emancipation. I think. Was that what I was suggesting? Because we wanted you to have enough crowns to stop banking.
Right.
But yeah, coal was interesting as well, because then you share in the
Industrialized, yeah, yeah,
industrialization.
yeah.
Yeah, I think here I thought I had to share. Like I don't think there was any other.
I think this was your only path to winning.
Yeah.
Like I had to do it. Like,
And
And-
then you lucked out because it actually broke the tie,
yes.
and you got
Yeah, yeah.
a purple, which is great, and a green, which is great.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you got the extra red factory.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, the blue were the 8s were the wrong ones. I was hoping
Right.
I was hoping in quantum theory or
Right.
rocket. Yeah, and so in hand I had encyclopedia, so I was hoping that would be enough to let me get wonder with banking.
Right.
And then here you shared calls, and you got.
I was surprised because that seems so dangerous. I would have
I
done
also plan.
emancipation.
Yeah, I also like didn't. Oh, I get. Emancipation.
Yeah,
No,
I would have done emancipation, but the important thing I didn't realize until after you did coal, and I said, well, what, you can't score this, you can't score this, you can't. Oh, but you could score emancipation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A call, you could also score call, no?
Yeah.
Like these 4 factors were not needed.
Right. Right. Both right.
But
Yeah, that's true.
the rocketry tuck was the critical tuck.
Yeah, no, if had that,
Yeah,
if had then gone the other way, I think I would have won. Right.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, no, maybe not, because then I couldn't play the like, I mean, I had to do what I did, which was like get kill banking. So maybe that was not still not. So in that case, you would have got 8 when you had metric system. So you would have won
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
You would have won anyway.
But I got one.
But actually, no, I thought if you hadn't gotten Empire,
Yeah.
if you hadn't gotten these two clocks, then maybe I would have been able to win next round.
Thwol and the clocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, with industrialization, you'd have some opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I had, I mean, there aren't too many
Not
crowns.
many of them have box on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not. But I mean, it was.
Yeah, I think I was
In any case, it was a nice game.
what?
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there's a bunch of dumb mistakes.
Block.
Yes.
Um,
There are a bunch of like
Z was suggesting a change to a point system that I had suggested. You remember the?
No, I don't remember the point system. No.
No, so essentially it was 100 points for first place, and 40 for second place, 15, and then 5.
Uh-huh.
And he was suggesting something with somehow more like 10 10, 30, 60, 100. So
Like
that
my point was that like the matches in like let's say semifinals and finals are like roughly the I mean they are like both like roughly tough and they should like winning them should like be worth roughly equal number of points instead of like 2 times more for finals. Anyway, that was,
so like
anyway.
So winning the tournament would be 100 points.
yeah, let me just
Yes.
write it so this is how it is now. And his
Alright, so the 100 is
first,
winning the tournament.
yes, 40 is
40 is
second.
second. And then there's 2 people who get third place. And then what are the 5s?
Yes.
5 there is the quarterfinals.
Oh,
Five,
okay.
4 people.
Okay.
And for the Swiss tournaments is like first, second, third, fourth, fifth to eighth. So
Okay.
like I don't make a distinction. So his suggestion was to change it like this. So
Okay.
his idea was like that somehow the matches increasingly get harder, but somehow they are comparable in difficulty. My idea was more like the question I was trying to the way I decided was like how many second places I want to exceed first place,
Right.
and for me it was 3.
Uh-huh.
And then once you decide that more or less, then the 3 quarterfinals have to be better than a final, and that's essentially how the number
Right.
came out. Do you have any thoughts?
And so the reasoning behind the other one is that losing the final is basically the
I think the way he reasons is like he thinks like if you win the round of 16 you get 10 points. If you win the next match you get 20 extra points. If you win the quarterfinal, the semi-final, it's 30 extra points, and if you win the final, it's like 40 extra points. That's his reasoning. So, for instance, for the monthly tournament, my version does like it was 250, and then the previous thing. And he suggests instead like 150.
I mean, for month. Oh, I see. Yeah, for 5 states.
And then there were like personally, I just would like the monthly tournament to be like bigger in scale. So I suggest to multiply that by 2, but since there are fewer of monthly tournament, not to make it exactly like the other ones.
Okay. I think both systems make sense.
Mhm.
Oh, do we want to have this recorded still? The recording is still going on.
Yeah, I mean, if people can stop watching if they want, I think it's not. So like, so we for the monthly tournament, the proposal would be like 300, 200, 120. No, was that what I was saying? Yeah, I think, and then no, wait. No, sorry, no, like this. Sorry, my bad. Not forget the last thing I wrote. yeah, I think this was so. The first and the third are the current thing that I use. The first is for monthly tournament and for the weekly tournament, and the third is for the monthly. And
Okay.
his suggestion was the second one and the last one for the monthly tournament. So you say you think both are okay? Do you
I
have
think both are okay, yeah.
do you have a preference in any way?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. The results don't change much in the sense that like the basically I wanted to have a tournament with like 16 players, and basically only the 17th change. Like there is one person, depending on which version you use, there is one person that gets shuffled, and the ordering is not exact. Like the first four are always the same in any way, and then there is some shuffling. Like for instance, the Swern Glazer Neff goes up if we use this version, because so far he hasn't won a tournament, but he has a lot of like second place, third places. So,
What's the time period that we're looking at?
from January.
From January, okay.
So it's like, so basically he is the Swern Glazer Neff is the only one that has not won a tournament, but has so many other placements that somehow this affects him quite a lot. Like he goes from
And should go up, right? Like if you
yes.
I think, yeah, I mean, consistently ending up in the quarterfinals is a good
Yeah.
performance.
I agree.
Yeah, so that will, like, I mean, in the new system, I mean, in the other system, it will increase the score, right?
So assuming that the computations are correct, because it's possible that I made a mistake, but like somehow he goes from 13th place
Really?
to 10th place to 9th place.
13th.
So with my system, he's 13th. This last tournament not counted, of course.
Yeah.
Then with the version with 150, he becomes 9th. And if we put if we put 200, then it becomes 10th, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I guess at some point we can have a vote or something. The problem is a bit difficult to decide, given that I know who is the person who gets out somehow.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult to make it. I mean, there are still 4 months and so or so, and like so things can still change, but like, I'm just not sure how to have this discussion without hiding exactly what the outcome would be. Like, yeah, in any case. Block ask.
There are two
So I
meanings.
asked, what does gokigennaname mean?
Right. So there are two. There are like two. It's a double meaning. So the first is the name of the virtual YouTuber. That's the profile picture of my account. So it's a virtual YouTuber. The second is that it's the name of a logic puzzle.
Over?
A logic puzzle?
I
Yes,
see.
there's a genre called the gokigennaname. It's like a double.
Nice.
Yeah. It appears in some like puzzle, which is a separate thing. But yeah, this stuck with me. Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions? Atika, do you have a question?
Yeah,
Not right now. No, thank you. It was a
Yeah.
great game. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
the
thank you.
like streaming and stuff.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Um,